Welcome to the Break Free Real Estate Podcast. Today, David and I are going to talk about buy and flip or buy and hold. So if you're not sure if you should get into the flipping business or the buy and hold business, then this is the best episode for you. I'm going to throw a wrench in the whole equation and add a third category. Fix and hold. That's my favorite. And that's what I always try to do. It's a combination of both of them. And I just think that it's the best. So buy and flip, you're essentially buying a property, fixing it up and selling it. Buy and hold, you're buying a property, renting it out and selling it. And then fix and hold, you're essentially fixing up buying a property, fixing up the property, and then renting it out. And I think I might have butchered the buy and hold. You're holding it. You're not selling it. You're holding the property. David, thoughts? What is your favorite?
Well, I just think that you have to look at what the long-term goal is of your real estate investing. We've chatted about this on the show in the past, but really the buy and flip or the fix and flip business is really just that. It's a business. You're generating cash. Usually you're doing these turns in less than a year. And so that's going to be taxed at a different level than the income that you would generate from a long-term hold. And I mean, you're going to be taxed on that income just like regular income, or in best case scenario, short-term capital gains. Whereas one of the main benefits of owning real estate long-term is that it's got a preferred tax treatment, and you're taxed through long-term capital gains versus short-term capital gains or general income. So I think you got to look at the overall goal and what you're trying to accomplish. If you're looking to build long-term wealth and cash flow that doesn't require an enormous amount of your personal time and effort, then the buy and hold game or the buy, fix, and hold game is definitely the place to be. If you are looking to be in the business of real estate investing and you're looking to generate large chunks of income that you can then go and buy long-term hold real estate, then the fix and flip game is an awesome place to be, because that can be your business. You can do buy, fix, and flip real estate, generate good big chunks of cash, and then take that cash to go buy longer term real estate. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah. And I think, in my opinion, you should never go into a deal like, I'm going to fix it up and make this much money on the property, because you never know what's going to happen. I feel like if you are going to do the buy and flip strategy, then you have to look at it worst case scenario, and what happens if I can't sell this for what I need to and I have to rent it out, if I have to hold it. And because then worst case scenario, if you can't get what you need out of it, you can put renters in there that pay for everything. And then after a year, you could sell it. Also, as soon as you hold on to a property for a year, your tax payment goes down by like 10%. And I think it's actually closer to 14%. And so if you are in the fix and flip business and you're able to put a renter in there, even if it's just for a year, then you're going to be saving a large chunk of that capital. And it makes it a little bit less risky of a business, which real estate, you can mitigate a lot of the risk. And this is one of the ways, because as everyone knows, fixing and flipping is where a lot of people lose in real estate. And you could mitigate most of that risk by having a backup plan, by holding the property, or even holding the property for at least a year to save a large chunk on taxes.
I would also say that there's a lot of competition when it comes to the fix and flip business, and it's very cyclical, depending upon where we're at in the fluctuating market. There's times when fix and flip is a better business than others. So right now we're recording beginning of May 2023, and interest rates are extremely high. There's a lot of volatility in the market. Real estate values have come down a little bit. that's not the optimal time to get into the fix and flip business, because most of the time the fix and flip business works in markets and during markets that are on an upward trajectory. So right now, the time to is more of a market that should be focused on buy and hold versus fix and flip, unless you're really dedicated to making that your livelihood. Then, you know what? People make it work in any market, and they get really good at it, and they can make lots of money that can then, like I said earlier, go and be deployed against long-term hold real estate, which is a great business strategy.
Yeah, I think too, you don't have to just do one strategy. I know that a lot of people preach, especially to new investors, just do one strategy and just get really good at it. But I think you should do all of them because it's going to diversify your risk. And I've sold a property before a year. I didn't intend to make it a fixer upper, like a fix and flip, but it just happened that way. And just being prepared for all the different scenarios, I think is the safest and most strategic way to be an investor. That's it for today. For more daily investing tips and real estate secrets, don't forget to visit breakfreerealestate.com and make sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. We will see you tomorrow.